Today we're in Glasgow for a Nations League matchup between Scotland and Ireland at historic Hampden Park. I've never been, this is going to be awesome. But in order to get the full match day experience, we are starting in downtown Glasgow. Early, but don't worry, we're gonna look the part. We're ready. I just bought it, but let's go. Okay, I appreciate you meeting me in Glasgow today. What are we in for? I've never been to Glasgow before.
So, if you like beer,
I do.
and you like beer food,
Okay.
and you like just a good positive football atmosphere, because Scotland and Ireland are generally quite friendly, you're in for a good time.
Well, that's good. We're set to go find a pub and get ready for the game. See you there. So our beers just got here. First beer of the day. I don't even know what it is. It's definitely beer. So, how does Scotland feel about the team this year?
We're never fully confident because as a nation we're just pessimistic the rest of the time. But after midweek, after the Ukraine game, there's been a noticeable jump.
In optimism?
Yeah, definitely.
Because like you're top of the Nations League group too.
Yeah.
People keep telling me that doesn't matter, like when I talk to people that aren't here. But from the moment I woke up at the hotel today, there's been a feeling in this town that something important and special is happening.
Yeah, it matters for countries our size because the Nations League is how we got to the Euros, and we've gone over 20 years without being at a major tournament. So for countries the size of Scotland and Ireland, it presents an extra opportunity for those playoffs. It's massive for us.
Is your team actually good?
It's open to interpretation. But yeah, we've got good players. Our best player is injured, which doesn't help in Andy Robertson. But the way we play suits the players we've got, and when it works really well.
Are the fans good?
Fans are always good. Obviously, I buy this stuff, you know?
Yeah. It is like 1:30 in the afternoon. The game is at 7:45. So,
People start at 9 a.m.
yeah, you know, and we're behind. We got to catch up. Cue the fast forward.
That's the kind of thing you see in this city all the time. It's a very political city, as Glasgow. So mainly Scottish independence. So you'll see rallies for and so on. But just walk down the main street, down you see.
Are you ever out there shouting with the
I'm not
flag?
a park guy. I'm more a pub guy, to be honest.
That's the simplest approach to life, I think. I can appreciate that.
Just to give you an example, there's a pub around the corner that's well known, the Yes Bar, which is a Scottish independence pub. So
like if you walk in, do you have to take a test? Or?
I don't know if you need to show your membership cards for this or something, but yeah, it's just like it manifests itself everywhere.
Where do you think it's going?
I think we'll end up independent at some stage. I think it's inevitable, but I don't know how long it's going to take to get there.
I know in a lot of countries there's a very complicated relationship between the government or the situation in the government and the national team. How does the national team factor into the Scottish independence movement?
It doesn't really, to be honest. Having said that, there is a kind of an understanding that if there was a national team game right before a big vote and Scotland won, the Yes League would probably get more votes because it's just a natural thing of national pride thing. But they tend to keep politics away from the national team a lot of the time. It's an undercurrent that's not spoken about almost.
So we've got traditional Scottish fare in front of us, right? This is our match day experience now.
Very traditional Scottish currywurst right there, yeah.
So it's like a normal match day. This is what you're eating, right? To warm up, something like this.
Yeah, like to be honest with you, match day fare, the main thing is this, it's liquid fare when you're in Scotland. And any beer snacks that are going will be like chicken wings, it's pretty much the same everywhere, you know. So
Right, so you just need something hearty to work with the beer, essentially.
Essentially keep you going, that's the main objective.
So I think we're doing it right so far. Yeah. I don't know if I've ever had currywurst before, but it is actually very good. That's the winner though. You can tell it's already gone. Chicken schnitzel sticks. We're on beer number 2.
Cheers.
The Scottish lager, yeah, cheers. Each one's getting better, so we'll see you in 5 hours. How long have you been doing vlog? I know you vlog just Scottish content.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing it?
I've been a YouTuber for 8 years now, since I was 14.
That was a long time ago. Were you
Yeah.
the first person on the scene of vlogging
I wouldn't
Scottish?
say I was the first person to do Scottish content, but there have been others around me that do matchday vlogs or have done matchday vlogs in the past. I'm not claiming I'm a pioneer in anything, but yeah, I would say I've been consistently for 6 years now the most consistent Scottish matchday vlogger. Is that a fair?
That's fair.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Guys have come and gone, but
Yeah.
you kept going with it. So.
Yeah, I'm the saddle.
And in that time then, since you're probably the best person to ask out of anybody, how has Scottish football changed? Because you're almost one win away from like Nations League A, and you've just missed the World Cup and you went to the Euros.
Yeah.
The team, like the whole nation footballing wise is like back.
Thing is, if you'd asked me about 10 years ago, I'd have said there's almost next to nothing in terms of interest in the national team. But now you actually feel we're on an upwards curve, and there's something magical about that, being proud of your nation again, that you're actually good enough to almost do something. It's almost inspirational.
I get it. When we beat England 1-1 at the World Cup when I was a kid, that's like the best moment.
Yeah, the Rob
for
Green
me.
slip. Yeah, I love that. I celebrated that as if it was a goal for Scotland.
The title of the New York Times was biggest win over the British since Bunker Hill, I think was the. I don't know if you've ever seen that. It's fantastic coverage.
I think I did.
It's just Rob Green missing the ball. It's
Yeah.
amazing. So the team tonight, Andy Robertson's not on the side. This is
Like, I don't think Andy Robertson's much of a miss. I mean, we saw Kieran Tierney's performance on Wednesday night, and I think Kieran Tierney is technically a better footballer than Andy Robertson is. It may be a bold shout, but I actually think that Andy Robertson wasn't a miss on Wednesday.
he's what?
For our international audience, not to miss means wasn't missed badly.
So the back four worked. That's what I
Yeah.
was talking to a guy last night. He said the back four worked, and then you want
for
to. So even if Andy's back, you want to stick with it.
Apart from Patterson obviously coming out, Hickey coming in for Patterson, I think we should just stick with the same team, go gung-ho, get a couple of goals early on and settle the nerves, because Ireland's a dodgy team. Like, we've got a bad record against Ireland, and I think if we get the first goal, then we're going to win at a canter tonight.
How important is this game?
Almost as important as Tuesday night, because if we win if we get 2 draws, we've got promoted. But a win tonight would be even better, because then it makes me have a less stressful trip to Poland on Tuesday night.
Oh, you're going?
Yeah, I'm
That's
going to Poland.
That's going to be
Yeah.
fun.
Watch the YouTube channel for that. Subtle plug.
No,
subtle
yeah.
plug.
I'm not going to Poland. Go watch the game. Yeah. Okay, the traffic was crazy. We just took our Uber, and now we're pulling up on Hampden Park now. We got our team though. So if you're wondering why the video quality's gotten so poor, and the editors are trying to stabilize it, we're running. We're on the other side of the stadium after the bad traffic. We're in G something. We can see it. It looks freaking awesome. I just want to get there in time for the start of the game. We're practicing my flower of Scotland all day, so showtime. Finished first half. The atmosphere is insane. The place is absolutely packed. Ireland got a goal kind of against the run of play so far, but Adler's really into it. He's completely fired up, and we're excited for the second half on Scotland. I really can't say enough. The stadium feels so old. I feel like even though you've got these big ends on both sides, which you can see in the videos, like fantastic. On top of
so
the
to play
actual
for
kind of
in the
atmosphere.
second half for Scotland. Now, a couple of games.
game's done. Absolutely incredible atmosphere. Stadium's emptied out. There were like 5 songs after the game, but late drama. Scotland able to grab the win. I mean, it's the first major European match I've ever been to. It's not like I've got a lot of things to compare it to, but it was a fantastic experience. And yeah, I hope you get to come to Hamden someday. You got to get out of here though. So what do we have for us today?
So let me direct you.
Right.
We have a beautiful double jumbo battered sausage here, right?
Beautiful, yeah.
And then over here we have a pizza fried piece with chips.
Good.
Because you need a bit more beige.
Yeah,
And
of
then
course.
on your side you've got mess.
Oh, well, okay.
I mean fish.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Fish and chips. A classic chippy, 10 out of 10. Beautiful meal, really good fats. Delicious, would recommend.
It's healthy.